North London closed them right down, and there was nobody else from the Eagles really stepped up. But we're underway now, and Jukic has won the tip against Belinsky, and it's the Eagles on offence with Saw Nimley. Nimley trying to set up a play. Eagles setting the horn play up. Ball out wide to Gunhina. He gives it back to Nimley. Nimley thought for a brief moment about the three. Page turns the corner, gives it back to Gunhina, and there's the first 3-point shot from Gunhina from the corner, and he's made it, and he's just driving in. Good block by Jukic to Page. Nimley out on the run and lays it in. A couple of games have looked to possibly to be more providers, but the Eagles obviously having to try to work out a way of playing without Defoe and Lasker and Flournoy. He has Navas. That was a lovely turn against Kai Williams, and he makes it reverse layup nicely to get the Wolves on the board. And Page trying to throw the long pass. It's picked off by Palmer. He gives it back to Beeman, who comes inside, outside to Paczynski. Paczynski driving in. Navas back out to Palmer. Nice ball movement there from Worcester, and a nice
shot. But he also had Navas, who's quite a clever player with the ball. Easily go past him on the baseline. So looking for Kai to step his defence up early in this game.
There's Page driving.
He's very, very, very good at that quick first step and getting past people on his direct route to basket.
There's
so
Navas
they've got to be prepared to send
on
in the help.
Sorry. There's Ojo, nice pass inside to Paczynski. He finds Navas cutting, nobody there. Worcester come away with it. Beeman, Navas on the outside, could have gone for three, but decides to drive inside instead and knocks it down again.
Good officiating.
Yeah, Tuesday night, they want to get home quickly, Dave. There's Kai Williams for two, and that one does drop from
games. And he is confident normally with his shot, and he'll feel really good that one went down.
And there's Navas missing out on the pass. Page picked it off, and Joe, who's been more or less running the point for the Worcester, inside to Navas, out to Palmer for three. Misses that one, but Beeman takes an uncontested offensive rebound. There's Nimley, finds Jukic. Jukic thought about going inside to Gunhina, decided against it. Page to Gunhina outside. He finds Jukic inside. Jukic tried to find Palmer, but it was another very, very risky pass. But that's a fantastic block.
Defensively, or sometimes giving up on a cause, but he certainly didn't give up on that one.
The Wolves with the inbound and recycle. Paczynski faced by Williams. It's Jamal Williams who's come on for Zarko Jukic. There's Navas again, and Navas having a field day at the moment.
I always think he's a really good player without the ball.
Yes, Page
very
for three,
crafty.
A long way out, but in it goes. Joe has moved to that shooting guard position. Up and in for a two-pointer. Nope. Hits the front of the rim, comes out. Eagles on a 3-2 break. Bassi finds Page. Page lays it in right-handed. He tries to come back across. Marshall does well to save that one, and Ojo puts the three-point shot up, misses it. AJ Bassi at the other end doesn't quite gather the pass cleanly, but Jamal does find Jamal Williams. A 48% three-point throw shooter, but is 0 from 2 tonight so far. He has AJ Bassi from the opposite corner, and he knocks one down for the Eagles. And that's a three-point shot there, and that gives the Eagles the biggest lead of the night at 22-17.
Makes me think these guys have been watching Villanova play in the NCAA Final Four, which was an absolutely brilliant executing a three-point
fantastic steal there by Son Nimley on George Marshall. Marshall to Navas. Navas fakes the three, then drives in. His shot's wild though, and it doesn't even hit the rim. Yuri Gunhina comes away with the rebound, but doesn't have time to get his shot off. And that's the end of it. A breathless first quarter, I would say, Dave. And Eagles lead 24-17. That little 7-0 run there at the end of the half, giving them that lead. Worcester with the five who finished. Sorry, no, Paczynski's come back on. He's come back on for Palmer, I believe, or is it? No, Navas actually took a seat on the bench, and there's George Marshall shooting.
Zarko's not looking after the ball, is he, when he's in transition? That's the second time or third time he's had the ball taken away from him when the Eagles have had a good chance to create a transition basket.
This Marshall's very busy, isn't he, David? Behind the back, in front and through. Worcester again come away with the rebound. Nice Euro step from Trayvon Palmer. Great drive to the basket as he lays that in. And that there's Jukic finding Nimley. A lot of bumping and boring inside Nimley. Kai Williams turns the corner, and from the 2-point line, a long height advantage over Nimley. Shot the three, but it came back off the front of the rim. Nimley at the other end. finds Jukic.
It was well executed as well, just didn't make it.
Beeman to Marshall. Page was watching that all day long. He'll go to the basket, lays it in. Another steal shot. Jamal Williams comes away with it. He finds his brother, but it's just in front of him. Jamal Williams finds Zarko Jukic, and there's a to Kai Williams. The only man really in motion here. The Page now gets into motion, and he'll drive all the way to the basket. Reverse hand points, 34-26. So they've answered that 9-0 run with 8 of their own. There's this.
Nimley goes in, he only goes into puts a foot in the key, and he's coming back out again. But what that does is create movement opportunities off the ball.
Young man who only averages about 8 minutes a game, and that's really probably been in the last few weeks.
Excited to come in and cut him off on that move.
There's Marshall. He finds Eves in the corner, knocks down 3. Well, that's certainly one way to earn extra minutes. Knocking down the corner 3 on his first shot of the game. Here's Saw Nimley, floater off the glass. Nice floater off the 23, and we're in with 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go. Here's Marshall for 3. He's certainly got that range, Dave.
Side.
There's Nimley and Jukic working the high-low. Jukic fires that ball into the corner. Gunina does well to come inside and knock down the 2 point. I think Nimley wants to run nearly all 24 seconds off here. Nice crossover, finds Jamal Williams in the corner for 2. Nice play from Saw Nimley, really nice play. Musa now got 7 seconds.
Just about left enough time here for George Marshall to get a shot off.
And it's off balance and it's missed. And the Eagles take the offensive rebound. The Eagles lead 45-36 in what was really, really entertaining basketball game there.
Yeah, very hectic at times, but I think when it mattered the most, the Eagles played the most composed, played the most control, set up a little bit of structure.
Ojo with the ball, faced up double team by Gunina and Page. Ball zipped wide. Here's Marshall coming inside looking to shoot it 2. Blocked by the Eagles, but Navas getting inside.
Terrific defense from the Eagle, keeping Marshall under pressure. It made it very, very difficult for him to get that shot off, but what a cool rebound and subsequent move from Navas.
Jukic getting to the basket and actually laying in with his left hand, which quite unusual for Zarko, but in it went. Then Marshall was double teamed, and Zarko, Jukic scoring points. Ojo, Baczynski, Beeman. Yes, Eagles. There's Nimley up for 3 and in for 3. Nimley with that 3 was the 3rd Eagle to go into double figures. Jukic and Page the other 2. There's 2 more from Page in the road for that sort of play. There's Marshall turned the corner nicely. His shot doesn't go. Eagles contest that rebound better, but Beeman in the end gets it in.
Offensive rebounds.
Eagles have got 1 offensive rebound. Worcester have got 8. So that shows you what Dave's just saying there.
Yeah.
Jamal Williams at the other end. Turnaround jump shot after backing into Navas is good. Eagles lead 54-43. Worcester coming back very quickly. And there's Michael Ojo's first point of the game off as well. And George Beeman comes back at the other end. Palmer thought about a 3 and then was blocked by Jukic, and a fantastic steal from Saw Nimley, who in for 2 he goes. Little fella having a real good game tonight.
The steal was good. What was fantastic was the spin move that took him away from the defensive player.
And there's a 3-point reply from Kai Williams has come on for Jay-Sean Page, who's had to come off for that game-stopping injury. As Nimley thinks about the 3, thinks about the 3 again, drives inside, tries to find Jukic. But Ojo came up with good hands there, drives it the other end, and in it goes. Yes, Nimley finds Kai Williams. Jamal Williams asking for the ball inside. Baczynski marking him. So Jukic drops it off to Yuri Gunina. He gets up and puts in a Bassi. Jay-Sean Page just looking down on the bench, looks as if he's okay. Probably come back in the game very soon. Oh, that's really good play from the Eagles. And he laid it in, and Jukic took it gratefully and slammed it home.
We talk about people who are scoring, but sometimes
this time Jukic his jumper is off, and Michael Ojo brings the ball away. Steps past Nimley, gives it into Baczynski. That's more his 4th foul as well, Dave. So see Dominic Eves coming there to the bench.
Well, especially as they're in the third, they can't risk leaving him out there.
Lovely fake from Son Nimley on Joe. Settle Eagles down. Jason Page almost stolen it from Michael Ojo, who seems to want to be doing a lot of it himself, but there's a shot from outside. He's made the 3-point and the point shot. AJ Bassey gets there to stop him, but he puts it up, and in it goes again. And Joe,
You know that Nimley fouled him. I don't know where this. I know it's showing no fouls on Nimley, but I'm pretty sure he's got one.
Yeah, it's one on the scoreboard. Oh, the Eagles have given this one a ball away again. And there's Palmer driving in hard, misses the layup, but gets his up. There's Page from the corner, from AJ's inbound. He makes a 3-point shot. Sorry, 67-66 Eagles. That was a 3-point shot from Jason Page, so that puts the Eagles back in front by 1. Takes Page up to 18. Skips down the other end of the court. He thought about 3 as well, but decided against it. Eagles now setting up an offense. Jamal Williams, but Marshall looking to get the ball from him, but Ojo decides not to give him to it now. He finds Beeman in the opposite corner. Beeman against Williams. Williams can't go in too hard because he's got 4 fouls. Nice pass from Beeman. Fantastic block by George Beeman. Sorry, by Trayvon Palmer. And at the other end we have Jason Page coming up with a block against George Marshall, but George Marshall.
From our angle here, looking at the screen and obviously where we're sitting, but that seemed like a terrific hit from Jason Page, but somehow Marshall recovered it and just coolly slotted the ball home.
And at the other end,
Counts Navas has got, but right now he's just wanting that rebound so much more than anybody else does.
Worcester captain Alex Navas leading by example.
There we
In
go.
the corner. That's his shot, and this time he's made up shooting at all.
No.
Alex Navas actually got 9 rebounds, just to illustrate your point again.
But
there.
Trayvon Palmer there had a decent shot, but Ojo had the better one.
And that 3-point had given Worcester a 2-point lead. At the other end, Kai Williams knocks down a 2. George Marshall almost getting it there, but wide open 3-on-1 play, and Nimley misses the layup. Page now has to come back out. He comes all the way out to Jukic. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nimley for 3, makes the 3. And I'll tell you what, it's been hard for us to keep time on the clock because the time's just flashed past so quickly.
The game is flying, isn't it?
And there's a flop warning being given. Zarko Jukic is going to have to shoot a 3, and he knocks down. Zarko Jukic knocks down the 3. To steady down a little bit, gets the ball over halfway now, looks to set something up. Jamal Williams, nice pass into his brother. He knew exactly where his brother was going. His brother also knew where Jason Page does pick up the rebound, and he finds Zarko Jukic unmarked under the basket. Jukic slams it home for 2, and the Eagles back up to a 7-point lead. And at the other end, Marshall a little bit out of control. He finds Navas. Navas was going to drive in, fouled by Nimley.
Well, if
rebound, Worcester off to the races very, very quickly. He gives it to Marshall. Marshall thinking about the 3, inside and outside on Kai Williams, and drops in the 3, and that's a timeout.
Back to the Eagles. 2-possession game right now.
Jason Page inviting the foul, but goes up. There's Jukic again, gets the rebound, knocks it back, and there's another 14 seconds for the Eagles.
They've got to foul somebody.
And in a 3-point gap, if he misses the second one, Worcester likely to get the rebound. It's gone very quiet all of a sudden. Page makes the second. That's a 3-point game with 11.4 seconds to go. And Worcester try and stand and see if I can see.
Well, one thing I can see from here is that the Eagles have got 1 foul to give, which could be crucial.
There's 11.4 seconds to go. What they could do, of course, Worcester's go for a quick 2 and the foul. Marshall to inbound. Beeman covered by Nimley. The ball is given to Beeman. Clock ticking down. Great defense from the Eagles. Have got the Worcester guys way away from the basket. The ball's bobbing around on the ground. There goes the 3. It's up. It's off the rim and it's bounced out of bounds. And the Eagles take the win, 85-83. And I think they did a great defensive stand there at the end, Dave.
Yeah, they really overplayed the passing lanes well. They made it very, very, very difficult for Worcester to move the ball. The moment the Worcester put the ball down for the dribble, the Eagles swarmed all over them and had enough good rotations to be able to put the guy under pressure who finally got the final shot away. Very, very close game. The Eagles ought to really have won it by a little bit more, but at the end of the day, after 3 road losses, they'll be absolutely delighted with this. Some thoughts for Paul James in terms of transition defence, and obviously, great win for the Eagles, and obviously his fans are absolutely delighted.